Alright, Mr. Simple Biz Guy, let's start the show.
Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning into the SimpleBiz360 podcast. My name is Jeff Mason, and I'm your host for this show, and we have two more, and that's 5 years straight, and we're going to pivot to a new format. So if you're a first-time viewer or listener, we are on 28 audio platforms. We're on IGTV, we're on Rumble, and we're on YouTube. And if you can't find anything there, you can always go to SimpleBiz360.com, and we've got a podcast tab, and we put the got all 5 seasons there, so you can catch any episode you want there from the YouTube point of view. So today, I'm going to start just the final 3 episodes of a really simplified message series, and it's kind of my last 3 things I just want to make sure I convey that I've noticed. A couple of these are not in my book. So I just want to, make sure that everybody kind of hears what I feel like I've been able to uncover after 35 years of preparing to write my book and doing this podcast. So it's been this 35-year adventure. I started out with empirical data from a study I read in 1988 that was referencing a 1985 government study, TARP study. And since I've engaged in situational observation and a lot of reading, a lot of going to seminars, a lot of talking, worked for 33 different companies. I've managed 2 different nationwide customer service teams. Been an executive for a commercial division. I was in charge of marketing. I was in charge of customer service, production planning, product development, and sales. So I really feel like I've got, almost a master's degree or more in practical application, taking real life business skills and plugging them in, observing things, trying to correct myself, trying to improve myself, trying to improve the companies I work for, and trying to improve the people that I work with. And that's what this show has been all about. That's been our aim. Have we always come up roses and met our goal and hit the target in the center of the target? No, we haven't, but we've tried. And we're going to try again today. And this episode, number 258, is called Initiating the Customer Experience. Now, again, we're in what I call the experience economy. And what I mean by that is, in so many cases, the customers are no longer measuring us. They're no longer reviewing us. They're no longer holding up these benchmarks of quality and features as much as they are now the experience. Hey, how did I feel? How did that company treat me? How did they make me feel? How did they respect my time? How did they respect my money? And it's becoming, over the last number of decades, that percentage of measurement is encroaching into the larger and larger and larger percentiles, where now this is what we're up against. We're up against an economy where people break down a transactional experience into all these different micro journeys, these little stops along the way. Sometimes we've said, 39 of these micro journeys in a sit-down restaurant, just by the time, from the time you walk in the door to the time you wave goodbye walking out, there's 39 opportunities to create a good or bad experience. That's where we are today. It really is. And so we want to say that we really suggest, after all these years of looking at it, that you initiate the customer experience. What do I mean by that? In short, and kind of the umbrella that contains all the things I'll talk about, is get to the customer before they get to you. Now, customers love to see leadership. They want their companies and their vendors, they want those companies and businesses to show and demonstrate that they are leaders. They're taking care of business. Customers hate to poke, pull, and tug. Customers want to feel wanted. They want to feel special. They want to feel cared for. They want to feel like you respect their time. And if we learned anything, right, we learned that in the experience economy, what is the currency of that economy? according to the two authors who wrote the book in 1999, it's time. And the time of the customers is at the epicenter of this respect level. We have to, as vendors and businesses, put ourselves in their shoes, behind their keyboard, in their seat, and understand they want us to respect their time. It's imperative. They want to, customers want to really give us their money in exchange for visible, tangible stewardship. They want to see us as vendors, as the businesses taking their money for a product or a service. They want to see us be good stewards of that money, of their time, of the experience, of all the micro journey experiences. And if we can do that, we're really starting to hit on all cylinders. So we say, get to the customer before they get to you. Be the horse that pulls the customer cart. Get in front and manage from the front. Don't put the customer in a position where they got to, tug you and poke you and pull you, and they're, always trying to get you to respond to them. No, we don't want to be in the response business. We want to be in the initiation business. And you know what? Cultivate this initiation mindset. What do I mean by that? Well, think about just simple greetings. Don't wait for a customer to say hello to you. Don't even wait for your neighbor or somebody walking down the street as you're taking a run or a walk. Don't wait for them to say hello to you. You demonstrate leadership. You demonstrate that you're getting in front of all the situations, all the customer needs, wants, and desires. And you're getting in front of your neighbors. You're getting in front of the people that are walking down the street. And you're saying, hey, I'm a leader. I'm an initiator. Good day to you, sir. Good day to you, miss. Hello, everybody. And, try to do that. Be the initiator of responding to their inquiries. How many times have we said that, right? Be the initiator to follow up. Be the initiator to follow through. Really different than following up, right? Don't be asked by the customer to perform service. It's your job to perform it. It's your job to get in front and initiate it. Serve the needs, right? Serve the wants. But we say, just like on this graphic behind me, and if you're listening and you can't see it, it's the S2 to D. It's the serve to deserve graphic. So we say, hey, fly by the needs and wants, right? You've got to incorporate them, but serve to that deserve level. Think about what customers deserve and then serve to that level, right? That's what we're trying to encourage throughout the entirety of this podcast, through the book, is we're saying be all about a company that provides goods and services that meets wants, meets needs, but you go past that. You exceed expectations and you aim for what's called deserve. What, if you were the customer, would you deserve? What would you want? What would you need? And sometimes they don't articulate it. You have to think about it, and you can uncover some golden opportunities just by being a forward thinker and thinking through it. So today, we're going to leave you with a great song. I'm going to really just say, this is from my wife. 41 years marriage. 43 years ago, her boyfriend picked me up hitchhiking in Brigantine, New Jersey, and they were on the fritz. And through a series of events, I ended up dating my future wife, just off putting my thumb out in the road. I wouldn't advocate that today in this world, but back in 1981, that's how I got around for 4 years, and that's how I met my lovely wife from Argentina. And I just say, I love you, sweetie. And I just want to put this out there. It's a Buffalo Springfield tune. Now, those of you who don't know Buffalo Springfield, wow, what a band. They cropped up in the late 60s. Stephen Stills, Neil Young, two of the main headliners there. Richie Furay of the, certainly got some Poco fame to him. Jimmy Messina came along, Dewey Martin, and we have Bruce Palmer. But they did an album, and it was in 1966, and they did a tune called Sit Down, I Think I Love You. And you know what? I just think it's a great tune to be able to say, you know what? Thanks for sticking with me, Monica, and being with me all these years. I've gone down this path, and this one, baby, is for you. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you in 168 hours.